imagine leaving your car running, getting gas? Couldn't be me.
Yeah, crazy. I feel like I'm conditioned to just assume it always blows up.
That's right here, man. Running vehicles.
Good night, Aaron.
Oh, please don't punch me.
I'm not.
I thought you got out the car because you're just gonna walk up and just fucking sucker punch my ass.
Didn't even meta. Okay. So reaches. I'm gonna say this with Stone. With Straight. I'm sorry. With Straight right here. So, like I said during that chase, the ramming and the pitting right off the bat for a speeding thing, don't do it. It's speeding. It's not like they're shooting at us or doing anything crazy. Just use your head. There's a difference between ramming and pitting. They were ramming a little bit too much for my liking, but it's not my department. I'm not gonna yell at them. So just take that with a grain of salt, which has happened. I really don't like pitting within 5 seconds of seeing a vehicle, or pinning them and boxing them. It just feels kind of dirty, and I don't play that way. So
yeah, there's really no sense in pitting or boxing until 10, 15 minutes, or if they've done a couple vehicle swaps, or if they do stuff like that. But yeah, like she's saying, pitting right off the bat, it's kind of just scummy.
Especially if they're like in a car and you knock them into a wall, and then you decide to just pin them to the wall and just keep driving so they're stuck there after you see them for 5 seconds. That pisses me off because you didn't even give them a chance to, because you got to think from it from both sides. They need to have fun on both sides. In the end of the day, we're here to do our jobs, but at the end of the day, it's a give and a take.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. I'm using this. I'm writing this on your FTO report that I'm giving you a good example of what not to do.
Alrighty.
Yeah, don't butt fuck the suspects in the tunnels when they have a pop tire and their car's already turned around.
Yep. Exactly. You did good though. You stayed kind of back. You let them do their thing, and I like that you didn't join in. That's a good thing.
Yep. Well, I mainly just didn't want to get in the way, especially with like 4 of us down in there.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
The guys.
You're good at keeping your distance, man. Especially like when we swapped around to because I came in as fourth Shay, right, and I was trying to stay there. But there was a couple times where I got bumped up, for a primary, secondary, and I noticed where you would stay back and run that parallel. Like that's good shit, man.
Yeah, I was gosh, I've said his name so many times. Craigdale, and that's pretty much all we did was parallel people earlier. So
yeah, Craigdale's a good one. He'll teach you everything correctly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just wanted you to know like what was a good thing to do or a bad thing to do. Hold on.
And who knows, man? Maybe one day you'll get to ride with me, and I'll be FTOing you.
Maybe.
What phase are you on, brother?
P3.
P3. Oh, okay. Probably not. You'll probably be a trooper by the time I get FTO.
Maybe.
Damn. Immediately starts roasting. No wonder the sheriff stepped down. I wouldn't want to be in charge of you clowns either. What?
I seen that too. I was like, damn, bro. Immediately starts just getting out there. He definitely had a mask on, but
yeah,
cracks me up. This man out here wilding. Hey, that guy that I stopped from killing himself yesterday selling grilled cheeses.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So
We should all go buy them.
Straight and I,
Jeez.
well, mostly Straight. I just observed from the ground, and I was ready to pop him in the head if he raised a gun towards Straight. But Straight stopped a guy from jumping off the roof over 2 baggies of weed that he had on him.
Really? Was that the call that was up over by Mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had just gotten off duty right as you guys started going towards that call.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I actually ended up only charging that guy with fleeing because I actually never even got like proof of him selling, and he only had 2 bags on him. And I was like, "Listen, bro, we're not assholes." I was like,
Yeah.
"Next time, don't fucking run."
True. Hello.
Hello.
Actually, you
What
know
up,
what?
Stone?
Stone, come here.
Hmm.
Stone's one of our newer FTOs. I'm gonna ask you a question, Stone.
Mm-hmm.
If you had just found somebody speeding, right, and they're
Mhm.
clearly not stopping, but they're fleeing and they're like circling a parking lot,
Mm-hmm.
would you knock them into a wall and then pin them there so they couldn't leave, or would you give them the benefit of the doubt and let them kind of give a little chase?
Give a little chase, of course.
Thank you. Thank you. Man, I'm.
You're asking the 2 wrong officers though, because me and Stone we love the chase, and that's all that's what
Yeah,
we
but
want.
you know
is
you
the
know what
chase.
I'm trying to
It's the
help.
best part of the job.
I'm trying to help Reaches understand. You know.
Yeah, I feel you.
There's a difference between being a cop and being a asshole cop, in my opinion.
What I've learned in my experience, being on a cop is being an asshole cop is gonna get you into the worst situations as a cop.
Oh yeah.
Get
Plain
you
and
shot, man.
simple. It'll get you shot. It'll get the whole city hating you to the point that where like they just see you around. They'll do anything to get you to follow them into like a kill box. It's not
Yeah.
fun. And if you try to do any kind of like community outreach, you go try to speak to the community and
not wrong.
do fun things with the community. Nobody will talk to you. Everybody will ignore you. It's not fun. It's really not fun. That was one of my biggest mistakes in my first city as a cop. Is I was always trying to make sure I did everything correct and caught every suspect that I was in pursuit of or anything like that, and it really fucked up my reputation and took me a while to rebuild it after I learned that it's just not the way to go.
Yeah.
We're VCB on them.
It's all about the way you treat people, man. Treat them like people, not like criminals. Me and Stone can go to pretty much any gang in the entire city and have a nice civil conversation, and they're not gonna want to shoot us.
Me too.
And it's just because, yeah, and Shaw, and it's because when we pull people over, or even when you arrest somebody, we're not out here like he said to be assholes.
It's a male black
It's
top,
all
black
about
bottoms,
trying to build that
blonde
rapport.
hair,
And as stupid as it sounds,
has a
you're
red
gonna see
bandana
these guys a
covering
lot,
his face.
and you don't want to build a bad rapport with them.
White male.
Yeah. Well, it not
Obviously-
only affects how people are gonna react to you doing that, but also other officers. So
Like earlier, I was up at the Bean Machine grabbing a coffee up on West Eclipse Boulevard, and I ran into a gentleman there. I was sitting there hanging out with an off-duty deputy and a bunch of other people that were there hanging out. And a guy came in, and I was just getting everybody's name, learning faces, and he said his name, and I was like, "Hey, your name sounds familiar," and he goes, "Yeah. Where do you know me from?" And I was like, "Hold on, let me pull you up." So I pulled up his information. Come to find out, I was the first officer, or first trooper, sorry, to ever arrest him. And then I went back to the report, read the report. Come to find out, during the pursuit, I was so fair with him that like he said if it was any other cop that he would have shot at them, but because of how fair I
Bobby,
was
you might have hit the
and
dirt.
how I gave him multiple
Standing up
chances
through the
and
tunnel
basically,
towards Sandy.
made it a interesting scenario for not only myself but for him. He did not shoot me because of that, and I still, apprehended him and processed him and got him booked. So it's really just how you handle the situation Because he even told me, he's like honestly, he's like, I respect you for that. You're one of you're really good cops in the city because of that. And he's like, if I'm ever in a situation with you
For those
again,
who
and
use yell
you know,
tonight.
it's because I think it was a bank robbery, honestly, that I chased him from. He said that if he's ever in a situation like that again, and I'm a cop that's chasing him, like he can guarantee to me that I won't get shot at by him. Just how you treat people, man. I mean, yeah, it was a situation where he was doing something he shouldn't have done. There was hostages involved and everything like that. But you know, he still got a good like 3 or 4 of my tasers in him.
Yeah.
But the conversation that happened during the foot chase and everything else that went on from the foot chase to his apprehension to bringing him down to book him and everything like that is what, you know, put the icing on the cake and made it an overall great experience for everybody involved.
Yeah. I hate to say it like this because technically we're cops, we're supposed to be assholes, but at the end of the day, we're all here to have fun. And you really need to make sure that you are really aware of what fun you are giving.
Exactly, because sometimes you could be the nicest person in the world, like Shaw here. Seriously, Shaw's probably one of the nicest officers in the entire force, right? She still has a permanent fucking bed over there at Pillbox because, you know, shit happens.
People like to use me as a example for Hell Weeks and other things. For some reason, I'm always the one that they pick off the streets.
In most scenarios, what I try to do is I'll ask myself if I was in the person's shoes, if I was on the other end of the situation, and the cop made the decision that I'm about to make, would I feel that it would be fun or entertaining for me? And if I put myself in that situation or in
I'm still waiting for the
those
day that Tim
shoes, and I
shoots
say, you know
Shaw.
what, that decision would not, you know, I'd get pretty pissed off if I was on that side. Then I try to, you know, rework my decision and come up with a different solution of what I'm gonna do.
And I wish that we could give this speech to a lot of, not a lot, a good number of cops.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying like a specific department or one or the other. Mainly there is one, but I'm not gonna say it. But I wish that more people were aware of the balance that needs to happen in a city.
Support for that salt pursuits.
I think Shaw said it perfectly. Like, people are criminals, right? And like, obviously, yes, they're criminals, and that's our job.
I'm teaching
but
my
at the same
probie
time, we're all here
what
to have
it's
fun
like
and
to
have
have
a good
fun.
time. And if you're being a fucking dick, no one's having fun.
Because criminals are people. They really are. They're not just somebody that you tick off on a report, send them up, and whatever. Criminals spend so much time getting money to do the things that they do and getting the things that they do that while you're throwing them in jail, they're losing money
and time.
Well, weeks of time.
Yes.
That is.
And
Because the fines are pretty hefty.
We ain't got shit to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to keep in mind what you're doing to somebody. If you decide to stack charges or do something different, you are ruining someone's time and effort. It's okay. They're just turning down the repair shop. You're ruining someone's time and effort that they put in that day, and you have no idea like what happened to them that day. You know, all you know is what your interaction with them was, and if you made their day worse or better. Because there's a minor inconvenience, and then there's absolutely dicking somebody so bad that they are set back so far that there's no point in them waking up anymore. You know, don't be that person.
Yeah, basically, you want to end your interactions with people in a way that
she's always understood
when you
this.
run into them again, because you are definitely going to run into them again. That it's not hey, fuck you, cop, pew pew pew. You want that interaction to be like if they're not doing anything wrong, even if you arrested them, like my experience earlier, even if you arrested them in the past, you can sit there and if you're doing community policing and everything, you can actually sit there and have a civil, nice conversation with them, and them not have like an attitude towards you or be like, hey, fuck you, don't talk to me, because there is some cops that do have that name for themselves. I've heard it from many of people doing the community policing, and honestly, it's not a good name to have, man. You don't want your name going around, especially in the criminal community, as the cop to be like, you know, like, hey, that cop's fucking dick. Like, fuck that guy.
Yeah. I mean, prior to this, I've got about 2 years of LEO experience, so I definitely get the. It's like a big circle if you think about
Need to
it.
talk to louder to
What's your
BTSO in the
highest
back.
rank that you've been able to accomplish?
I hit captain. for a little
Holy
bit.
shit! All right.
Yeah, and yeah, I actually pretty much ran the department, pretty much.
What other states were you a Leo in?
I was in a city called Tectonic.
I think
and
I
then
might
this
highlight this
Okay.
and show
Haven't
it
been
to
in many,
command and see what they want me to do with it. To
but
be
the
honest.
ones that I've been in for a little bit. So, but yeah, I've always, I mean, treat people the way I'd like to be treated. So it's
The golden rule. Golden rule, man.
Yep.
Yo. Yeah, dude. Yesterday, man, I could have hit him with like possession and slinging this, that, and this. Why, man? You know what I mean?
It's 2 bags. It's not like it's like
Yeah.
50 or something, you know?
Works. I even let him keep the one because that's legal. I just confiscated the other one.
True. One
So there
bag
you go,
is
man.
legal.
Like,
You can
You
have.
still have?
If he has 2, I mean, just take 1 and be like, alright, you can keep this one, but if I see you with more than that, you're gonna get the charge next time. It's how I scare people. But then I actually don't give them the charge the second time. Don't tell anybody. But I scare them into thinking that they're gonna get charged even worse, if they do it again. And then most times
Yeah.
they get like, oh, I've never seen
Yeah.
the car again.
I told dude, I was like, listen, man, just be honest with me. We were down in the interrogation room. He's like, all right, man. He goes, listen, I had 5 bags. I sold 3. I just had the 2 left. I was like, see, listen, now we're getting somewhere. So just be honest.
yeah.
But like I said, when people are honest and they're cool, man, and you're cool, it's gonna make your day a hell of a lot easier,
Well.
especially around here, man. Especially around here.
De-escalating is the best thing you can do as an LEO
Oh,
besides
100%.
using your brain.
Yeah.
Probably top 2
Yes,
best things to do.
exactly. But I was never worried about your reaches. The minute that I met you, you were very quiet. You knew what you were doing. You pulled out a car. You knew exactly where you were going. So I was like, I don't really think I need to worry about this guy. So I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet.
Yeah.
And then during that chase, you showed me that you did too, because you kind of stayed back and let them do everything because it was a little crazy for no reason. It was-
Bro, and you kept your sirens off in the tunnels. I fucking love you.
yes, please
Yeah.
keep that up.
God,
I love you.
especially like if we're stopped somewhere, like I shut them off when they box out by the apartments. I mean, that's it's all right, you know, here for a little bit, but if we're just sitting there, I mean,
I should have been involved in that, but after I said that I was gonna respond, like 6 other people said they were, so I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna stay on patrol.
We kiss joking? Are we
If I can
kissing
give you any
joking?
advice, man, pick a vehicle. You know, right now that you can kind of drive, you know, the different vehicles that are down there. Just, you know, pick one, start, you know, that you like, and then go with it.
yeah.
Everybody has different preferences.
Yeah, I know. I was
Do a kickflip.
talking to
That's Jada?
Collins. Talking to Collins the other day, and I was like, oh, can't wait to just sit myself right into a Ford Explorer. And he goes, yeah, you don't want to drive that.
Of course,
Just
ain't
don't,
bad. They're just super bouncy.
Just don't
Yeah.
drive Strate's car, because it's got no brakes.
Shut up, son. You know I'm a better driver than you.
No, your car has no fucking brakes at all.
I
Fucking
was-
ejecto-ceto cuzzed myself like 3 times on a fucking doubled up patrol with him
Because you
because
can't
his
drive. I ain't been ejected.
bro, I drive my car perfectly fine. And it's the
Passengers
same
don't get
fucking
ejected
thing.
anymore, man. You can't use that excuse.
I was driving.
I know. I'm talking to him.
He still can't fucking drive, yo.
I
That's
haven't.
why.
You know what? I used to eject myself all the time, right? But then I started dreaming about running from cops, and then I got
No.
even better.
Oh, you used to be shit
Mm.
until the cha-cha slide guys.
True.
They taught you how to drive. Let's be
It
real.
wasn't just them. It wasn't just them. There were others. But yeah, I got better because I really worked hard because I was like, I don't want to be the shit cop that everyone's like I can escape. So I
It's
worked
like
hard.
every
Cha-cha slide,
night,
boys.
fucking every night, just back to back. Where I was like, lose,
Yeah.
Another one. Oh,
So-
there's another. Just chased all night, man. It was
Slide to the
so much
left.
fun.
Reaches. When I talk about when you said it's usually dead around this time of night, it is, but it used to not be. There
Yeah.
used to be a core group of criminals that would be around for the crackhead
Really?
shift, and they would rob warehouses just for a chase. And there was one time I ejected out of my car, and I got incapacitated. I was very, very hurt, and they actually pulled over, stopped traffic, and allowed my partner, I think it was Eden at the time.
The casino. Yeah,
Lieutenant Colonel. Yeah.
I mean,
You,
Yeah,
what?
yeah, that's crazy.
You
How
mean
do you know
what?
that straight? You weren't in the
How do you know
department.
that straight?
how do you know that stuff? What do you mean?
I don't. I'm just asking how you know that.
I don't know that. I don't know what
So-
you're talking about.
They-
All units be advised, the guy who ran earlier from us in the Sultan Classic is probably Paolo West. That's why this escape was planned really good.
How do you have that information?
It's gonna come from a print lift off vehicle.
Copy.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. Anyways,
Oh, those are the prints he lifted.
okay. So they blocked traffic with cars, and they made sure that I was okay, and they started kicking cars that were in the way, and let people work on me because I had like really bad road rash and I hit my head or something.
What
But,
nice
You
criminals.
wouldn't eject those seat
But
or
that's what I'm talking. That's what we talked about. When you have the repertoire, they will respect you back. You know. I
What were
haven't really
those?
been shot by
Yeah.
people that respect me. It's been people that are newer to the city and are like, "Fuck you," or they're in a gang and they have to because I'm there.
What were those criminals' names? Hopefully I run into them. They're nice to me.
I don't know. I never caught them that day.
Oh.
Never. I've heard their getaway driver is fucking mint.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
I
I've
heard-
had people that have shot me and have gone, "Oh, if I knew it was you, I wouldn't have shot you."
I heard they had like split into like 3 different cars and then had I heard that story.
Hey,
Yeah.
Michael, can you meet me
It's
real
I
quick?
have literally heard people get into like shootouts and Shaw, I don't want to shoot you. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
They have to because I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm shooting. I'm like, well, I have to shoot you, bozo. You're shooting my coworkers. There's
Yeah,
been
literally-
twice in the last
Yeah, what's
month,
your 20, sorry?
actually, where I got in a shootout with people, a month apart, and all of them stopped to repair my bleeding and then carry on shooting everybody else.
it cracks me up when you're chasing somebody and they know it's you and they're like, listen, man, I really don't want to shoot you. And you're
Yeah.
like, don't, just pull over. You're like, I don't want to shoot you, man.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. There was the vendettas. There used to be the purple gang that ran around here. They disbanded, but
Already?
there was one guy
Jesus Christ.
that I picked up from a shooting, and he was like, "Oh, hey Shaw, what's up?" Because most people know who I am by now. And he was like, "What's up?" I'm like, "All right, so I'm guessing you got shot." He goes, "Yeah," and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna take this gun. You're in a shootout with a gang. I really don't feel like arresting you because he got dropped off of a roof, so I kind of felt bad." And then I took him. I didn't give him gang related. I could have, but I decided not to because I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I told him to stop getting in shootouts and to find a different hobby, and he said okay. And then I was like, "Are you gonna tell me anything, or is this gonna be the normal I don't know what happened thing?" And he goes, "Yeah, well, Shaw, I know you know how gang things work, so I'm just gonna tell you that I'm just gonna keep walking." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, it's alright."
Weren't Vendetta's like sequel of VK?
No, kinda. Now that I believe they've split into like every gang in the city by now, probably.
Jesus.
I know some of them went into Helios, because Alex
reboot.
Rodriguez.
VK went into 2 different gangs, and then those 2 different gangs went into every other
Yeah,
gang.
everyone's gang
Jeez.
hopping right now. It's annoying.
Goddamn homie hoppers.
True. But yeah, so the bottom of the line, the bottom of the moral of the story of the long speech, and I'm glad that these two are here with me as I say this to you. And it's not just for you to give the speech to other people. This is for you to tell others. You know, this is us telling you to start a change that's already been happening, but we need more of it. So spread it. Criminals are people. They're human beings. They're not your next catch. They are not animals that we are hunting. They are human beings with the reasons why they are doing their things that they are doing, because they are in a pinch, or they need money, or they have a reason to do what they're doing. Just like you do. It's not one-sided.
So just don't be a fucking asshole, and you'll be
Exactly.
alright.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
moral of the story.
Moral of the story. Yep.
Sorry to give you a speech, but I'm kind of heated right now because of the way that that guy was
You were
treated.
killing
So,
it.
330-23.
Yeah.
but
That's why I
just
seen you
have-
guys like box
wait.
them in the tunnels, and I was like, I'm gonna let them try to box. Let's see if they can get it.
So wait, you just said about the way that a guy got treated. I'm just gonna ask one question and then I'm gonna leave it there. Was BCSO on scene?
yes.
Okay.
That's all.
Was that a question?
It was
that
2 of them.
was that an actual question?
No, I was just curious.
Cameron needs to get control of that shit.
He will. Cameron's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
it-
I literally.
I know it's
like,
not easy either.
I seen him earlier in the hospital. I transported one of his 95s for him, and he comes in there. We were talking. He goes, "Listen, man." He goes, "I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gay, but if I was, you would be it." And I'm like, "Dude, I love you."
Me and Cameron came from the same department. Actually, no, I can't say the same department, but we came from the same state.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, straight too. Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
I was LSPD and Straight was LSPD and Cameron was SAS.
SPD had a SWAT, baby.
Well, that was your other city. I'm talking about the in between one that we were
Oh
at.
yeah.
I'm not even
Where
putting
we
my name
were
on this report.
sergeants.
35 round.
I wasn't there. I refuse to be there.
I definitely don't have photos of that vehicle.
That's crazy. I feel like,
Or the then.
yeah.
They got lost.
Sorry to make you do the thing. I feel weird doing.
No, honestly, I respect it.
I feel
last
weird
night,
dealing with
James-
anything with that, to be honest.
Yeah, James was when I started talking to him last night, he goes, "Man, I really just wish I could work for, my dispensary again." And I was like, "Which one?" He goes, "High Study." I was like, "You know what, man? Listen, what other dispensaries can you work for?" I was trying to change the subject so quick.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel weird dealing with that group, so I just kind of stay back.
Don't. I feel you. Honestly, I feel like it's one of those things, like, if we have to, we will. But if we can
I
avoid
hate
it
it.
at all costs, I also will try to.
What group?
Skate park crew.
Wait, James' skate park crew?
No. We're talking about the chase that just happened
Oh, okay, gotcha.
with Paulo West.
The car came back to a Maverick something. Riggs.
Did you see my F2
Yeah,
report
Maverick.
on Rossetti last night?
No, I didn't.
Oh my
I'll
god.
go and read it in a minute. But yeah, so I feel weird dealing with anything like that. So I kind of was like, hey, Straight, you want to take the car from me? Because I'm not dealing with it.
As soon as I ran the VIN, I was like, I understand why now.
Yeah, that Proby's driving needs some work.
Oh yeah.
Rossetti.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. It was just the rain and he was switching vehicles so much that I feel bad. But it is
Yeah,
what it
but
is.
like there was instances like where I had eyes, but he was just like slowing down, like letting him, like why are you slowing down, man? Lights and sirens, get on him, get it done.
Gun it.
Yeah, I mean, like don't like gun it into his rear end, but like stay on him.
Oh yeah.
Also,
Give me driving lessons, Breg. Just hit me up. I got you.
true. Both of you, boys, here. This, what we just did, I want you to start implementing that when you guys are FTOs.
Oh, of course.
You better be telling the probies, especially if they're SAS probies. I don't really care what you do with BCSO because that's not my department. But I want to try to make. I really want to get rid of this fucking
30-20.
rift with the city. You know?
Yeah, this like stigma and this like this name that people think that we have right now. I'd love to change it to where we're a lot more. I guess the best way to put it is relaxed, not so hungry.
I mean, I was implementing this conversation to Rossetti last night.
Yeah,
I wasn't even a full-blown FTO yet.
But yeah, let's do that. I feel like that's all I got. That's my speech. I'm pretty good
Yeah,
at them
and then
when
you
I'm
talk about my
passionate.
driving straight. That's why fucking Sergeant Dazzler always appoints me to primary in chases.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
So Dazzler has a list of good drivers that he puts on.
That's why I drove all the way to Grapeseed, and as soon as I got there, McFly goes, "Oh, Straight, you're here. You know what? Take my spot. You're primary. You got this."
Unlucky.
All the way
What
in
rank is
Grapeseed.
McFly
That's
though?
crazy.
Lieutenant.
Oh, okay.
What was that?
No,
No,
I was
but hey,
just
on some
actually
real shit,
curious.
man. Your driving on that chase was great. Like you did really good, man. Just keep up the good work, and you seem like you got a level head on your shoulders.
I really want to right now.
You got this.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I
I was
appreciate feedback.
mad, and I was the one running,
Of course,
chasing you.
Let me get your number real quick if you don't mind.
You gonna take him out to dinner? Nice steak.
Maybe, if he wants me to. I mean, I'm good whenever you are.
I was yelling at them to stop ramming on the radio.
I need to
multiple times.
I need to get with
and they just
Wilcox
ignored
and
me.
McCarty.
How do I give it to you?
So pull your phone out and go to contact, and then the little add contact icon.
Yeah.
And then you'll flex your F2 muscle and share contact info.
It just wasn't popping up.
Oh, you're good, man. And did you get mine?
Yeah.
Alright, bet. That's what I'm talking about.
I yelled at them multiple times to stop
I'm trying to
ramming
get
you
fucking
in the
numbers. I don't
tunnels.
have anybody's number on my phone.
You got my number?
No, let me get yours.
What was that?
I literally had Y's, and that was it. That's like the worst number to have on my phone. Go ahead.
Yeah, so chases like that. I almost told us to go 10-8, to be honest, because I didn't want to be a part of it. Because I can't yell. I can only yell at them so much before they just don't listen to me. Because it's BCSO and I'm not their sergeant. So.
Yeah, I don't know why they do what they do in chases, man. Like it's like their first instinct is like, oh, I'm next to the car, fucking hit them.
There's
Like,
a difference
what?
between ramming and pitting.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not ramming or
100%.
pitting until either it is a vehicle swap or the chase has literally been going on for like 30 fucking minutes. Like, besides that, I'm probably not even gonna pit because they're not gonna lose me. So, that was
Yeah.
cocky as fuck. I'm sorry.
Crazy, ghoulish. No, you're
Better
good.
watch that
It's alright.
attitude.
But yeah, so word of advice, just little things that to look out for from people that I've been in the city since a month after, the train started rolling, so I know
Yeah.
a thing or two about what the criminals want and what the criminals don't, because I've been through enough hell weeks and I've been executed for them enough to show. The first day I was a sergeant, I was kidnapped by, I believe it was White and Red, and they executed me in Sisyphus Theater with the message that this is mostly BCSO's fault, and that I was just the one that they happened to find that didn't hit their panic button the first time they passed me. So,
Sorry, you're not even a part of 3-digit gang. I'm disappointed.
I don't know if you were in the briefing or not, though, but like Shaw said in the briefing earlier, you don't have to respond to every call, and I honestly 100% agree with that. I do a lot of community policing, and it
Straight,
puts a
no,
really
I'm
good
gay.
name out there for us. Interacting with everybody, just
Why are you
let
doing
everybody
that?
know, like, hey, we're
Yeah.
not here to fucking always chase you and bust your chops and lock you up. We're also here to, because we're people too, and we're always willing to have a good conversation. So definitely do a decent amount of community policing as well.
Yep.
Because it does also help, fix the name for SAS.
Yeah.
I mean, it was never tarnished. There were a few that tarnished it, but mostly I feel like we're not really a big problem. There's a few.
Bro, it's not us, it's BCSO. Let's just
Stop,
be real with
stop.
But because of others' actions, as you said, you got taken hostage and you got executed.
That's
because
happened to me a lot, actually.
But it was because of other people's actions.
Yes.
It wasn't because of yours or, quote unquote, your department's actions. Which is, obviously that's not right, because if you and your department aren't the ones that are doing that, you shouldn't be taking the fall for it. So it's definitely, there needs to be a change for sure.
And by the way, Shaw, the only reason I bust those balls is because Cameron is the undersheriff, so I can get away with it.
He's now the sheriff. What do you mean?
He's the undersheriff, isn't he?
He's the sheriff.
Oh, he's the
You
sheriff?
can in
Yeah.
the SASP now.
You can't even
then I
step
can,
down.
Then I can definitely get away with it.
Yeah, we stole the sheriff.
Savage
way.
is now under
I like
sheriff.
that. I like that. I heard Santa Rosa went to fucking BCSO. Is that true?
And Von Blicky.
Oh my god. It's cool. We got the sheriff.
True.
We stole the sheriff, and we
shot the
didn't kill the deputy.
Cameron tried to get me to come to BCSO. He goes, "When are you coming?" And I was like,
They're not.
See?
Yeah, there's certain boys that and women I will not let them take.
Oh, they can't pay me enough to take me.
Like, I refuse to let people transfer sometimes. They're like, I want to transfer. I'm like, you're not. Actually.
Am I
that's
am I
crazy.
on that list?
Yeah, you're not allowed to transfer.
I was say, wait a minute, am I on that list?
You are. Basically,
Yes.
If you have a firm head on your shoulders and you are a good ideal of what we want, I'd refuse to let anybody transfer.
Fun fact: I originally applied for BCSO, but that was only because SAS wasn't accepting applications. And another fun fact: I got denied, and they took people who had no experience over me. So that's one reason I won't go to BCSO.
Oh, I've applied like 12 times in total before getting this. Combined between BCSO and here.
Damn.
Yeah, I did the hiring this round. Well, not really. It was me and Ethan.
So I talked to Kat and Justice,
Damn.
and they said that like SWAT's kind of like not really too active right now.
It's not.
Is that
SWAT
true?
is just assert that is one of those ones that I don't know. They're not really around, and Dean, the SWAT lead is also. I haven't seen her in a while. So.
Who's SWAT leader now?
Dean, I think.
Dean.
I looked at the application. I was like, I'll do that later.
Yeah, that's why
Straight?
I'm not because of that.
Straight for SWAT lead 2.0?
Straight? We haven't even been in SWAT at all yet.
I feel
Not
bad.
yet.
I took Bean
Not here.
Machine's menu.
You can ask Kat. She was actually talking to Justice about that last night. How she was like under me, and she was my right hand my right hand lady. Run, Forrest!
Run, Forrest! Run!
He's really sprinting.
Oh, he got tired. Run, Forrest!
He said, "Oh, that 5-second run was too much."
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna go pull somebody over for window tent. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
You better not.
No.
That whole conversation, he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna go pull someone for window 10. I hate it here."
Hey, look, your window tint's too dark, sir.
Yeah, I know. I changed it. Just so when
Well,
I give people tickets
Sass-
for window tent, they can
Sass-
get mad at me.
SAS was allowed to have dark window tint.
I know. I'm just fucking with him.
I'm gonna go change my livery to all black, and take my light bar off.
Them rims, though. What are those?
Permission to pit stone.
Denied. Not at the gas station. Yeah, if I have yelled people not to pit in a tunnel where there's generators that could blow up because someone's missing a tire, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Where does a common sense leave brains? I don't understand.
You see us showing up.
They're coming.
I don't care.
Who was that?
I don't know.
Find
What
out.
fucking tears, bro. We both had the same thought. Shh,
That was
they're coming.
Cameron.
Was it Cameron?
Yeah, that's Cameron.
Ah.
Go
I
catch
should've
him.
said Cameron.
Go catch him.
633, show me start of that motor vehicle break-in.
All right. Put some gas in the car.
Oh, right, Keelan Road.
Hey, I just I realized something just a second ago.
Hmm.
Hollow's car went through the speed trap like 6 times earlier.
Oh.
Is wide body to now?
That's. Oh well.
Oh, someone else showing up. Oh, it's Buchanan. Hey, Buchanan.